Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. I film videos about cruelty-free and vegan beauty, project planning, and I'm just trying to enjoy my own makeup collection here on my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of Eden Perfumes. I recently ordered some perfumes from them, so I will be sharing with you my shopping experience, some basic information about the company, and also I will be trying to review the perfumes that I have. It can be, I will say though, it can be really difficult to review perfumes because I do know nothing about the notes and stuff like that, but I'll try my best to let you know what I think about these perfumes. And before we get any further into the video, I feel I need to say that all of these perfumes I have bought myself. This is going to be a really positive review. I really do love this company, but this video is by no means sponsored. I do not have any affiliation with them. I am just a regular customer who happens to film YouTube videos, and I wanted to share my thoughts about the company with you. So if you have never heard of Eden Perfumes, they are a cruelty-free, vegan and natural perfume brand, and the idea of their brand is that they make dupes for popular perfumes. So when I found out about them, I was so excited. After going cruelty-free with my makeup and beauty items, and after I started to transition to vegan beauty, perfume has been one of the most difficult products for me to find. I have said this earlier, but I often felt that I need to kind of like settle with my perfume, and that perfume is just one of those categories in my beauty routine that I won't be necessarily able to find a perfume that I absolutely love, at least to all occasions, because I do like wearing different perfumes, different times of year, to different occasions. Like, of course, I do wear really different perfumes to work than on evening, so it changes a lot. Most of the really popular perfume brands are actually sold in China, so that makes them non-cruelty-free, at least right now with the laws that are still going on in China. So cruelty-free perfume can be difficult to find. I will say that the Body Shop makes nice ones, but not all of those are vegan, but they do have decent selection. I have also heard that Lush is a great company for perfumes. I have never tried any of their perfumes, to be honest. I have never tried anything from them, but there are options, but the options, they are quite limited when it comes to perfume. So when I found about Eden Perfumes, I was so excited and I had to try the brand, and I'm so happy I did. So Eden Perfumes is based in the UK, and they do have an online store. I don't think they ship worldwide, but they ship to multiple countries. It was a huge list. You can find the list from their website and you can see if they ship to the location where you are. Of course, they ship within EU and they also ship to USA. I know most of my subscribers are from there, but if you happen to live in the UK, they do have a couple of stores there. So they do have stores in London and in Brighton. One thing I will say is that the shipping costs quite a bit. It is £20. So when you convert that to euros, it is way over 20 euros. So it is a lot, but it is what it is. I am willing to pay that price for shipping if it means that I can get these amazing perfumes, but just know that it is quite much, and because of that I wouldn't necessarily order from them often. I would rather place an order once in every year or in every 2 years and buy a bunch of perfumes that I have been curious about. And let's talk about the prices of the perfumes just a little bit. So they do offer two perfume sizes, 30 milliliters and 50 milliliters. The 30 milliliter bottle is £18 and the 50 milliliter bottle is £24. And they do have some perfumes that are considered luxury and they are more expensive. All of these perfumes that I got are these prices that I just told you, but some of the perfumes are little bit more expensive. For example, they did have a dupe for some Tom Ford perfume, and that one was considered luxury. If I remember correctly, the luxury perfumes were £24 for the smaller bottle and 36 for the larger bottle. They also do sell some scented candles on their website. I don't think they had many of those, but they do have few, and those are £18. To be honest, I am not a candle person really. When fall comes, I may burn a candle a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal to me if I don't have a candle. I did buy from them 2 50ml perfumes, and I also ordered one sample set. And I don't know if they are going to discontinue the sample sets or what is the case with those, because when I went to see their website yesterday to gather some information for this review, the sample sets were not available. And I don't know why. That happened to me previously too. They were not available before I placed the order, but then when I actually went to place the order, then they were available. So I'm not sure what is the deal with that one, but I got one sample set with 3 10ml perfumes, and that cost £21.60. So in the end of April I placed my order, and I bought 2 50ml perfumes and the sample set. And it took maybe 10 days to arrive. It was over 1 week, but under 2 weeks. And one of my perfumes was unfortunately broken. It was one of the 50ml ones that was broken. I will put picture up here what it looked like. It had broken completely. The perfume was leaked all over the packaging, so I noticed it right away when I got it, and I immediately contacted them with my order information, with the pictures and everything. And I was a little bit worried if I will need to ship the perfume back to them, because when I read information about faulty items, I got the impression that you need to ship the product back. But I explained that if I'm going to ship the product back, the shipping is going to cost about £20 for me. And because I do not have Royal Mail here in Finland, I cannot get the money back. I believe there was a system that if you use Royal Mail you can get the money back, or you don't need to pay or whatever, but I do not have that option. However, the person at Eden Perfumes was really understanding, and I didn't need to send my bottle back, and he just sent me a new perfume. So that was my shopping experience, so let's move on to the perfumes. I am going to first show you what the bottle looks like. So this is one of their 50ml bottles. I do really like this bottle. This is nice and sleek, looks pretty. I mean, of course, when you go to a department store and buy these fancy perfumes, they do have so cool bottles. These are not like that, but I actually think these are nice because these are easy to take with you if you are traveling, for example, even this 50ml one. The only complaint I do have about the packaging is that the name of the perfume is not printed anywhere. They only do put a sticker there in the bottom where you can see the number of the perfume. So what I have done is that I have put in here a piece of paper and written what perfume it is. I'm also going to show you this is what the sample size looks like, but even if this is a sample, it's 10ml, so it is pretty good size. But yeah, let's get into the perfumes. So let's start with the one that is my absolute favorite. I am wearing this today. This is actually the one that came broken and I got the replacement. So this one is called Daisy, and it is of course a dupe for the Daisy perfume by Marc Jacobs, the original Daisy. I know Marc Jacobs has multiple varieties of the Daisy, but the OG. Oh my gosh, I used to love that perfume back in the days. I used up completely 150ml bottle of that perfume. I bought a new one and I used maybe half of it, and then I decided to let go of my non-cruelty free perfumes and give them away, because I just wasn't feeling comfortable using them at that point. Now, if I have something that is not cruelty free, I'm just going to use it, but I try to not promote it on my channel. Usually that only happens if a brand is cruelty free, but then the status changes. For example, with Wet n Wild that happened to me, but it's really rare. As I said, I suck at describing notes, and also whenever I read a perfume description, I have no idea what it's going to smell like. So I actually need to smell it in order to know if I like it or if I don't like it. So the notes and all of that really tells nothing to me. But the description of this is a floral woody musk. I don't know about that. I guess when I smell this, I smell floral and summer, and it's just so amazing. I think for some reason I think this is a perfect perfume to finish summer. Something in this, in my opinion, smells like a Finnish summer. It's so good, and I am so happy to have this one again in my collection, or a perfume that smells like Daisy. Even my husband remembers the OG Daisy. When he smelled this one from Eden Perfumes, he was like, oh my gosh, that smells like back in the days when we started to date. And when we moved together, that was when I wore the OG Daisy. The another full-size 50ml perfume that I got is called My Hypnotic Poison, and this is a dupe for the Hypnotic Poison from Dior. Now, I will say right away that I have never had that specific perfume, so I don't know if this smells exactly the same. I have smelled it in store, but I have not experienced about the perfume. Eden Perfumes doesn't have a dupe for Kenzo Amour, but I used to have that one and I loved it so much. And I was trying to find if there is a dupe for Kenzo Amour, and in some website, I think it was some sort of a forum, someone was asking if there is a dupe for the Kenzo Amour, and then someone told that this one is actually quite similar. So I went to a cosmetics store here in Finland, I smelled the Dior Hypnotic Poison. They do smell really similar, the Hypnotic Poison and the Kenzo Amour. So I got the 50ml bottle of this one, but now that I smell this, I still don't think it is exactly like the Kenzo Amour. It is really similar, but I think that one is a little bit sweeter, and that sweetness in it is what I really loved. But I do still think that this one smells amazing. It's actually not something I am into at all this time of year. It can be quite heavy. I have not written up the description of this perfume, but I believe it was something like Oriental Vanilla or something like that. And this totally has some vanilla in it, but also some floral to it. Maybe I wish I got a 30ml bottle of this instead of this 50ml one, but I'm still happy to have this. I think this does smell really good. It's not something I would wear this time of year because it is on a heavier side, but I'm sure that when fall comes, I will wear this throughout the fall, winter and even spring, because it does smell amazing. Then, as I said, I ordered one sample set and I picked 3 samples. 2 of these I have had the original one in the past, and I wasn't sure if I still would like the perfume enough to buy a full size, so I decided to get the sample. And then one of these is actually something that I tried or smelled in store and I liked it, but I have never had it previously myself. Let's actually start with that one. So this perfume is called Because of You, and it is a dupe for Armani Because It's You, and that is something that I have never had in my collection, but I smelled it in store and it smelled nice. This one is described floral fruity, and that's exactly how I would describe it too. It is floral, it is fruity, and it is fresh. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I can see myself getting into it, but usually in perfumes, what really makes me fall in love with perfume, there is something a little bit unexpected going on in the perfume. For example, in the Kenzo Amour, it is the sweetness. Or in the Marc Jacobs Daisy, I don't even know what it is, but there is something so unexpected. And also in the perfumes that I will talk about later. This one just, in my opinion, smells good, really good, nothing to complain about the smell, but I almost feel like that's something that makes me fall in love with the perfume is missing from here. So if I now have to guess, I think I just will use up this sample, but I probably will not buy a full size of this one, even though it smells nice, but it's a little bit lacking something. Then I got a couple of samples that I have had the original ones. So first is Viva La Juice. So this one is of course dupe for the Viva La Juicy from Juicy Couture. That one I used to have, I think it was maybe in 2017 that I still had that, but I don't think I had that for a really long time. So to be honest, I didn't remember at all what it smelled like. But I did remember that I liked it. But then I was wondering if I liked it because of the fancy bottle or if I actually liked the perfume. So that is why I decided to get the sample. And let me tell you, I love this perfume. This is so freaking good. This one is described as floral fruity gourmand. I think the difference between this one and the previous Because of You perfume is that this one has a sweetness in it that is a little bit unexpected. When the Because of You is just like really floral and fruity and fresh, this one is not necessarily as fresh, but it is more like floral and fruity and sweet. And it is so good. This one I have decided that I will purchase a 50 ml bottle whenever I will finish this small one, because it is really good. I will say that the Daisy one is still my favorite, especially now that we are in summer and it's really warm, but this one is really close to that, and this one maybe I think is a little bit more appropriate to spring, when the summer is not yet here, but I'm starting to feel like wearing a little bit lighter perfumes. So this is amazing and I will for sure buy a full size bottle. Then the last sample that I got, I honestly can't believe that I got this. I used to have this original perfume back in the days and I loved it so much when I was a teenager. This one is called Skada Magnestim and it is a dupe for the Escada Magnestim, or however you pronounce that, I actually do not know. When I was a teenager I used to go out a lot, and whenever I went out I would always wear the Escada Magnestim perfume. It was kind of like my signature scent back then. And I thought that I'm so over it, but I wanted to give this one a chance, and I freaking do love how this smells. So this one is described Oriental Vanilla, and this one is really strong perfume. It's by no means something I would wear to work, for example, but it is so good. It just smells so amazing. It is rich, floral, it does have that vanilla in it. I really do love it. I'm so surprised. I actually think I might buy a bigger bottle of this one too. I wouldn't necessarily buy the 50 ml one bottle, just because this is a scent that is not everyday appropriate in my opinion. But if I will ever go through this smaller bottle, I can see myself buying the 30 ml bottle. Okay, so that was my review of Eden Perfumes and all of the perfumes I got. I'm sorry if my review of the actual scents was not that much in depth, but as I said, I'm quite bad at describing perfumes, but the best thing that I can do is to let you know if it actually smells like the OG, and the ones that I had, the original one, I can totally say that yes, they do smell like the original ones. Maybe they don't all of them wear quite as well as the originals, so that's maybe something, but They do still wear pretty well compared to some other perfumes that I have. For example, I do have one perfume from a really natural beauty brand. All of my perfumes are back there. So I do have one that is from a brand Unique, and that one, like when you spray it, it's gone in an hour. These, they do smell for hours, but not for a really long day. But as I said, the bottles are really sleek, so those can come with you easily to work, for example, if you want to take them. So for me that is not that big of a problem. I am really happy with these perfumes. I love the scents. The customer service was amazing, and I honestly have nothing to complain. So will I be buying more from Eden Perfumes? Sure, not in a while now, because as I said, the shipping is quite much, and right now I want to work on some of my older perfumes and I do want to wear these, but maybe next year I will for sure purchase some more perfumes from them. And would I recommend them? I absolutely would. I think if you are struggling to find cruelty-free and vegan perfumes, I honestly think you need to look no further. Just pick your favorite non-cruelty-free perfume and buy the dupe from Eden Perfumes, and problem solved. I really think it's amazing what this company is doing, and yeah, I am so happy I was able to share my thoughts about this brand with you. So that was everything for this review. Let me know if you have tried anything from Eden Perfume, or what is your favorite perfume. Do you have any cruelty-free and vegan perfumes to recommend to me? Thanks for watching and see you in my next one. Bye bye!